tips for changing things up. Jadi untuk mendapatkan colorful life with English, itu of course you need to start by changing your mindset. Tadi yang sudah saya sampaikan. Jadi mindsetnya at least you need to change. Yang pertama ada di situ express yourself. Dengan mengekspresikan diri. Because in English, we also need to express ourselves. Contoh, kita lagi semangat nih. Tapi kalau ternyata hari ini intonasinya tidak semangat, so means that you are not expressed yourself. Express yourself. And that's the statement. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Intinya Bapak Ibu jangan takut dulu nih. Mulai aja dulu. At least you need to start. At least you need to speak up in English and communicate your feeling with others. Jadi if you want to say something in English, you could try to talk to somebody. Jadi Bapak Ibu bisa memulai dengan mengekspresikan diri. Something like Bapak Ibu putting the question dengan bertanya, for example, I find Mr. Azkar here. Saya ketemu namanya Pak Azkar di situ. Mr. Azkar, how are you? Ini express yourself. Jadi tidak yang langsung gimana kabarnya, tapi flat intonation and flat expression. Everyone will be afraid kalau ternyata tidak sesuai ekspresi. That's why you need to express yourself. Dengan mengekspresikan diri, it's also needed. Do you think so, Mr. Azkar? Sebelum saya lanjut ke the second point, I'm going to ask you, Mr. Azkar, would you please let me know your point of view in the first point? Mr. Azkar Rizal Hizbullah, can you please? So you are a teacher, aren't you? Can you mute? Okay.
Yeah.
You are a teacher, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, nice to meet you, Mr. Azkar.
Nice
So
to meet you.
what's your point of view in the first things?
Point expression and yourself.
We also need to express ourselves to start having colorful English.
Is for study, keep joy. Yeah. Enjoy, yeah. Keep enjoy for and this study, yes. For a better skill, yes. And keep enjoy for study, yes. In practice,
Yeah.
and better skill, yes.
Yes. Keep enjoy.
Yeah, keep
And
enjoy
study to
study,
get
yes.
better skill.
Yes.
All right. So it means that having expression in English, jadi mengekspresikan itu juga dibutuhkan. Tetap
Yes.
we also need to get more study and get more improve our skill better, you think? Dengan menambahkan skill dan tetap belajar, katanya Mr. Azkar. Alright, thank you so much for the feedback, Mr. Azkar. So
You're welcome.
the
Yes.
first point,
Thank you.
it's written, yes, thank you. That's the first point that we can underline. Jadi first thing that you need to change, yang Bapak Ibu bisa mulai untuk mendapatkan colorful English, colorful life with English, itu express yourself. In expressing yourself, sometimes we are afraid. Kadang kita mau memulai itu takut. Takutnya takut salah, takutnya nanti dijudge by everyone. Don't worry, don't be afraid. Jangan takut Bapak Ibu. Saya memulai proses saya belajar bahasa Inggris itu dengan begitu juga. Some of people also judge me in speaking English. Banyak sekali judgment and I don't really care. Kalau Bapak Ibu tanya, Rida, dulu prosesnya smooth kah? Lancar kah? Atau ada yang bully? Yang kedua jawabannya. Banyak yang bully daripada yang support Bapak Ibu. Especially in speaking and having English. Khususnya untuk mendapatkan bahasa Inggris. Karena godaannya itu sangat luar biasa. Because in Indonesia, di bahasa Indonesia, di negara kita nih, Indonesia, itu kan belum, meskipun sudah diberlakukan untuk use English for daily, kadang ada interview yang sudah pakai bahasa Inggris, ada juga yang kuliah memang sudah diberlakukan dengan speak English dan modulnya, jurnalnya semuanya in English, tapi tetap the environment is not supported. Lingkungannya memang belum support di negara kita. That's why saya pun mendapatkan judgment in my process. Dalam proses saya pun ada begitu. Jadi Bapak Ibu jangan takut. Mungkin saying is easy. Kenapa saya bisa menyampaikan ini? Because I face it already. Saya sudah melalui proses itu Bapak Ibu. Sudah dijudge, sudah dikatakan sok keminggris, sudah dibilang kamu itu hidup di Indonesia nggak perlu ngomong Inggris. Inggris will not help you. Kalau kamu mau kerja ya dapat uang, tapi bahasa Inggris enggak. Bahasa Inggris nggak akan bantu kamu. Itu kalau saya mengikuti kata-kata orang yang ada di lingkungan saya, itu mungkin saya tidak ketemu Bapak Ibu hari ini. So, things that you need to focus on yourself, be yourself, tinggal Bapak Ibu fokus pada tujuannya. You don't have to be afraid, Bapak Ibu tidak perlu takut, mau itu nanti dijudge, mau itu nanti dikatakan seperti apa, focus on your goal. That's the first thing. Gampang Rida ngomongnya, tapi prosesnya itu loh yang susah. Pak, Bu, kalau prosesnya gampang, itu nanti dapatnya kipas angin. Kalau prosesnya tidak gampang, nanti dapatnya bisa lebih dari kipas angin. Betul? So, you need to face your process bit by bit. Setidaknya sedikit demi sedikit, you need to improve your skill in English. Meskipun hasilnya mungkin akan sedikit-sedikit, tapi kalau itu konsisten, if you do consistently, means your skill will improve. Nanti skillnya akan improve. So that's the first thing. So don't be afraid to speak in front of people. If you are still shy, tapi kalau Bapak Ibu masih malu, boleh dimulai dengan diri sendiri. That's it, ya. The next, that's the second one. Di situ ada nomor 2, be more curious. Curious, it means penasaran. Jadi, aku penasaran, aku kepo, biasanya gitu. Jadi, kepo, you can also, I'm curious. You make me curious. Jadi, di situ ada tulisannya curious. Make it your mission to discover new ideas. Jadi, jadikan ini misi Bapak Ibu untuk mendapatkan ide yang baru, untuk mendapatkan tempat orang dan interest. Jadi kalau kita semakin penasaran nih Pak Bu, kok Inggris, kenapa bahasa Inggrisku masih begini? Tapi kalau Bapak Ibu tidak curious atau tidak penasaran, itu nanti akan berhenti di situ. Tapi kalau you keep curious on yourself, on a thing that you have around you, kalau Bapak Ibu dapat rasa itu mampu membantu kita nih Pak Bu untuk lebih berkembang in English. Because in English there are a lot of vocabularies, banyak vocab yang pastinya tidak akan cukup hanya dipelajari setahun 2 tahun, tidak cukup. Saya sudah mulai dari 2011 Pak Bu, sampai hari ini masih kurang. Sampai hari ini saya masih banyak informasi yang belum saya dapatkan. So I need to be more curious on myself in learning. Jadi semakin kita penasaran, semakin akan mencari tahu tentang ilmu yang baru, tentang vocabulary yang baru, seperti yang disampaikan Mrs. Nevi tadi. Jadi in finding the vocabularies, menemukan vocabularies atau menambahkan kosakata, you also need to have the curiosity, rasa penasaran. Jadi kalau penasaran, kok nggak ngerti, ini apa ya? And then you find the answer, then you will get it. Tapi kalau tidak hanya flat aja, nggak ngerti artinya changing, ya udah, nggak dicari tahu. So it means tidak akan pernah tahu artinya changing. Tapi kalau Bapak Ibu ada rasa penasaran, oh changing itu apa? You try to open a dictionary, or even, tapi kalau saran saya jangan dibuka online dictionary ya Pak Bu. Though it's very easy, meskipun itu sangat mudah Pak Bu membuka kamus. Biasanya nih yang saya temukan ya, based on my experience that I met people, they mostly use the online dictionary. Cuman udah pegang handphone dibuka, typing. Oh, changing artinya ini. Sudah, that's all. But actually, the way how you improve in your vocabularies, kalau saya boleh ngasih saran lagi, in improving your vocabularies dengan menambahkan kosakata, Bapak Ibu bisa mulai dengan membuka kamus. Nah, kalau di kamus itu akan lebih banyak informasi yang Bapak Ibu dapatkan, tidak hanya satu arti, karena kalau di online dictionary itu biasanya tertulisnya 1, 2, atau 3 kata saja artinya, tapi kalau di kamus itu nanti bisa lebih banyak. Cara pelafalannya, cara bacanya, sorry, pelafalan dan baca sama. Cara bacanya, terus macam-macam katanya. Karena di English, in basic English, you will also find nominal and verbal sentence. Di dalam bahasa Inggris itu akan ada bedanya kalimat nominal dan kalimat verbal. Apa bedanya? Next time we'll discuss about that ya. Jadi, at least you need to know the basic of the words. Setidaknya tahu dulu basic dari kata itu, kata tersebut. Contoh ada kata benda, kata sifat, kata keterangan, dan kata, apalagi Pak Bu? Kata kerja. So, at least you know that. Dan itu tertulis lengkap ada di kamus. So, you just only open the dictionary and you will get the other information. Itu akan, kalau Bapak Ibu ada atau mampu menumbuhkan rasa penasaran, so it can also help you to get another information. So, the second one, Bapak Ibu harus menumbuhkan rasa ingin tahu atau rasa penasarannya. That's the second point. Let's go to the next one. Tapi sebelum saya lanjut, saya mau invite the other person in having your point of view sebentar. I'm going to choose the one who is ready here. Miss Hanum Rizkiawati, are you ready? Can you respond me? Can you unmute your microphone? Sorry. Mungkin dari tim boleh ditolong untuk unmute her microphone. Ibu Hanum Rizkiawati. Masih belum bisa, Ibu? Belum? Oke, let me try to find another person. Mungkin saya ke yang lain dulu. If you get difficulties, ya. Alright, oke. Di situ ada yang sudah raise a hand, ada 2 orang. Oh, 3 orang. Tapi saya mau yang turn on the camera. Kalau tidak turn on camera, I will not choose you. You need to. Okay. Hi, Miss Estiana Jere. Can you unmute your microphone? Boleh di-unmute, Ibu? Mohon maaf. Bisa? You get difficulties also?
Yeah,
Ah,
can you hear
okay.
me?
Sekarang bisa nih. I can hear you. I can hear you very clear. Okay. Would you please respond the second option? Di situ ada option kedua.
Okay, thanks.
Ya.
First of all, I would like to thanks for you, Ms. Rida, for inviting me to join in this meeting. I think it's really interesting to talk about English. And about the second point, be more curious. Yes, I think in this case, we are on the same page that being curious about something, or maybe when we talk to someone and we find some difficult words, we have a strong willingness to find the meaning by ourselves. And you have suggested us to use our dictionary, no, not an online dictionary. Yes, you're right, but it depends on ourselves. If we use our online dictionary, after that we should we not we don't need to find it's the meaning of single words, but we should find the meaning and how they use in the context, so we can know how to use the words, the difficult words. We need to know in the different contexts. So I found, let me tell you about my experience.
Yes.
How to raise my curiosity about how to find the difficult words by myself, and how to improve more about my English. When I try to communicate with the people from other country, we have no choice how to understand the words that it's that unfamiliar for us before, that we never known before. And it's really helped me to get more curious about how to get or how to find the meaning of the difficult words. For example, if when I chat with a friend from India
Mhm.
or another country, they don't know about our Indonesian. So when they chat us, we find any difficult words, we have no choice. So we have to find the meaning of the words to continue our settings. If we practice our English with the Indonesian, mostly I found even my English friends, when we were at the same college, or even I did talk to my teacher, they always reply me in Indonesian. So
Mhm.
how can we improve more our English if we just use this our national language like Indonesian or our mother tongue that we usually use in our daily life? So I tried to more active to to be more active chatting with the people from another country. So I have no choice to use my Indonesian language. That's all for me. Thank you.
All right, interesting. So it means you
Thank you.
also express yourself, express your things that you convey to your other friends, though they
Yeah,
respond you in Indonesian, but you still keep speaking in English, right?
yeah, yeah.
Interesting. You keep being curiosity in a new thing, especially in English. So that's how Miss Estiana improve her English. Maybe Bapak Ibu sekalian bisa mencontoh nih, the way how she keep practicing in English, the way how she improves her English better. You guys can also try to imitate the style of hers. That's also interesting. Thank you so much for giving that point of view. Anyway, Mrs. Estiana, I'm glad to have you.
My pleasure.
All right, interesting. So that's the second point that everyone can get. You could also just depend on your condition. Seperti yang disampaikan oleh Ibu Estiana, tidak selalu pakai kamus, betul. Just depend on your condition, depend on your need, tergantung kebutuhan masing-masing. Kalau menurut saya tadi seperti itu, kalau ternyata Bapak Ibu better you get in the online, just use it. Tapi kalau ternyata saya lebih sukanya membaca buku in a physical books, you can also use my way. That's could be okay. Just depend on what you need. Tergantung dari kebutuhan masing-masing. That's it ya. Let's go to the next one. So I have the third and fourth. Di situ ada tertulis be confident. Segala sesuatu kalau kita pede Pak Bu, itu akan terlihatnya bagus. Mau itu kita ini it happens to my experience. Ini terjadi pada pengalaman saya in having English. Dalam proses saya belajar bahasa Inggris, saya itu pedenya bisa dibilang pede, dibilang extrovert bisa juga. Jadi saya bersyukur, I'm grateful to be extrovert karena extrovert itu kan mampu nih talk to some other friends atau talk to another people. Jadi don't be ashamed atau don't be shy when you are called as extrovert. Jadi ada plusnya nih being an extrovert. Karena PD itu juga mampu membantu kita nih Pak Bu untuk menyambungkan dua poin sebelumnya. Ada express yourself sama be more curious. Kenapa? Kalau kita tidak pede Pak Bu, meskipun bahasa Inggrisnya menurut orang-orang bahasa Inggris kita itu bagus. Tapi saat kita tidak pede, when you are not confident, everyone will think that your English is not really that good. Jadi be confident itu sangat berpengaruh, especially in having English, khususnya untuk dapat bahasa Inggris. Kan sebenarnya tidak hanya Inggris. Kenapa kita selalu menyambungkan ke Inggris? Karena kita English series, webinar in English series. That's why I connected to English always. Jadi in be confident, don't be scared. Di situ ditulis jangan takut, make mistakes, membuat salah. Especially this is not our mother tongue. Seperti Miss atau Ibu Estiana sampaikan, ini bukan bahasa kita sendiri, bukan this is not our mother tongue, this is not our own language. So don't worry when you make a mistakes, it's not a big deal. Itu bukan kesalahan yang fatal. The more you make a mistake, semakin Bapak Ibu sering membuat salah, itu malah semakin akhirnya kita penasaran nih, kok salah ya? Kenapa salah? Akhirnya cari jawabannya. Kembali lagi, be more curious. You also need to be more curious and be confident. Itu masih ada sambungannya nih Pak Bu, dari poin yang pertama dan kedua. Be confident, act like you know. Bapak Ibu bisa beracting atau pura-pura aja ngerti, padahal sebenarnya nggak ngerti. Tapi kalau udah pede, mau itu grammarnya nggak bener, mau itu vocabnya kurang oke pelafalannya, tapi saat pede itu everyone will think that you are good at English. Itu sudah saya buktikan Pak Bu. Saya orang Jawa nih, mohon maaf, saya orang Jawa, Jawanya Jawa Timur. Kalau ngomong bahasa Indonesia kadang-kadang medoknya ada. Mungkin Bapak Ibu bisa ngeliat nih, Indonesianya masih agak medok. Nah, itu kenapa kok bisa berubah saat saya berbicara bahasa Inggris? Yaitu ada prosesnya sih Pak Bu. Bapak Ibu harus improve your skill in speaking. Dan itu nggak apa-apa saat Bapak Ibu kurang ngerti, tapi act like what you know everything. It can help you to be more confident. Jadi confident itu mampu membantu Bapak Ibu untuk terlihat expert in English. Meskipun masih buat salah, grammarnya masih belum oke, tapi saat pede, itu bisa menutupi segala kesalahan, Pak. Salah sedikit, kadang kalau kita, what is that? Itu terlihat sekali. Karena nggak pede, karena kitanya lack of confidence, lack of information, dengan gaya yang seperti itu akan terlihat. Tapi saat Bapak Ibu menikmati, Bapak Ibu menerima kesalahan yang Bapak Ibu buat saat berbicara bahasa Inggris, everything will be okay. Saat saya mulai pembicaraan dari menit pertama sampai detik ini, saya itu pasti buat salah Pak Bu, grammarnya. Tapi apakah Bapak Ibu menyadarinya? Mungkin tidak banyak yang menyadarinya. Karena Bapak Ibu sudah fokus nih pada intonasi saya, pada ekspresi saya, pada cara saya menyampaikan, akhirnya kesalahan itu tertutupi. So that's why you need to be confident. Gimana caranya confident? Itu kadang susah loh. Mau mulai pede aja tuh, aduh udah keringet dingin. Itu terjadi saat saya memulai in speaking at the very first time. Waktu pertama kali berbicara di umum, itu keringet dingin betul. Memang tidak mudah. Tapi tetap start bit by bit. Bapak Ibu bisa memulainya sedikit demi sedikit. Tanpa harus yang langsung 30% in the first time. Tidak. Jadi sedikit-sedikit bisa dimulai. It can also help you. Itu bisa membantu. Seems that your English is good. Your English is perfect. But still, don't be satisfied. Jangan puas dulu. Tetap kalau sudah pede, tetap improve another skill, tetap ditambahkan skill yang lain, agar nanti semakin bagus bahasa Inggrisnya, tetap harus sabar in learning English. Tidak hanya harus sebulan 2 bulan, tapi butuh proses yang sedikit lama, karena ini bukan bahasa kita sendiri, so you need to be patient in having confidence, of course. Untuk pede juga butuh waktu, but still you need to improve yourself. That's it, ya. I'm gonna invite you. Saya mau mulai nih. Pokoknya setiap satu poin saya akan ngajakin Bapak Ibu merespon in 1%, ya. Let me invite the other person. Give me a moment. Let me choose. Oke, ada yang raise a hand. Shirley Marliana. Would you please turn on your camera? Oh, did we meet before?
Yes, we did.
I see. Nice
Last
to have
week.
you again. Yes.
Hi, nice to meet you, Miss Rida again.
All right. Then would you please give me your point of view in having confidence in English especially to get colorful
Yes.
life?
All right. Thank you, Miss Rida, for this opportunity. Good evening, everyone. Nice to meet you again. My name is Shirley. We met last week. Okay. About being confident, I have been teaching for more than 5 years, maybe. And then when I gave vocabularies to my students, sometimes I didn't know everything about the vocabulary, but I act like I know. And then when my student asks, Miss, what was that? Then I pretend to know. Then while I'm googling, I was googling. And
I
then
see.
yes, I made everything up. I mean, like, okay, it's like that. It's like this. Well, I was searching in the Google, and then while I was talking, while I was Googling,
Mhm.
and then it seems like a cheating. But when my students saw me like talking, keeps continue talking, they say, oh, okay, okay, okay. So I did not give the gap between my talking to the students. So I think that's the confidence that I had during the class.
Wow, interesting. So that's also things happen to your life. That's why being confident, it's also help us, right? Because in
Yes,
English is so wide. Bahasa Inggris itu kan luas sekali ya, Bu. Mohon maaf.
exactly.
So, of course, it is very okay actually. Mistakes is a natural process. Membuat salah itu proses yang natural dan itu it's okay. Dan saat Ibu bisa trying or pretend to be confident, but actually you are searching or Googling, it's okay. Everyone will not knowing that you do not know.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I got a message from my family, from my kids, for something. Wait a minute. Miss balas ini dulu ya, bentar ya, gitu ya. And then while I was googling, and then
I
okay,
see.
okay, Miss,
But
something like
actually,
that.
the fact you try
I
to
was
find
googling.
out. Interesting. So it's very okay. This is the example. Ini terjadi nih. Jadi meskipun guru, jadi masih tetap ada Bapak Ibu membuat salah dan itu masih oke, masih normal. Saya pun begitu. When I met a lot of people, saya saat ketemu orang-orang pun begitu. Tidak selalu saya mengerti bahasa Inggris ini apa, karena setiap expression they have got the same meaning. Ada yang namanya phrasal verbs, ada yang namanya verb. Kalau verb itu perkata bisa diterjemah, ada yang namanya idiom. Karena kalau tidak ditambahkan knowledge-nya itu nggak ngerti. Dan saat tidak ngerti itu sebenarnya tidak apa-apa, gitu ya, Miss Shirley.
Exactly.
Just the way how you pretend, tinggal aja acting, you know everything. It can save you. Though you don't know, but exactly when you pretend, everyone will think that, oh, ternyata Miss Shirley guru yang the best nih. Padahal they do not know inside. That's exactly the experience. We have the same experience anyway, Miss Shirley. And that's okay. Dan itu okay, Bapak Ibu. So that's the way. Tinggal bagaimana Bapak Ibu actingnya. Jadi harus belajar acting nih. Start for being confident. Jadi in being confident, you also need to act like you know everything. Even you don't know. That's the point. Thank you, Miss Shirley.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
sharing anyway.
Thank you for
I love
having
to have
me.
you. Yes, I love to have you. Thank you so much. All right, I have another one. This is the last point actually I have for tonight. So be inventive. Number 4. So be inventive. That means you need to think outside the box. That means that you need to have or find out another opinion or idea and also enjoy coming up with original ways to do things. Jadi biasanya kalau nyamannya kita hanya ya sudah kita hanya bahas apa yang saya tahu saja. Saya nggak tahu dan saya nggak mau nyari tahu. Nah itu poin yang keempat nih. Related to be confident, nyambung dengan percaya diri. Saat kita percaya diri, of course, we are not only in our safe mode, tidak selalu di mode yang aman saja. We also need to find out another information. Karena the more we met people, the more we will learn something new. Semakin banyak kita bertemu dengan orang pun, semakin banyak pemikiran yang lain nih, yang akhirnya membuka our mindset that we also need to think out of the box. Jadi berpikir di luar kemampuan kita, it's also needed, seperti yang saya sampaikan. In English, tidak selalu diartikan 1, 2, 3 berurutan, tapi bisa 2, 3, 1. Bisa 3, 2, 1, bahkan bisa juga dibalik-balik. Kadang tidak bisa diterjemah satu per kata, bisa juga seperti idiom, proverbs. So, you also need to find out another information out of the box. Jadi jangan merasa puas dengan apa yang sudah didapat, tetap keep improve on your skill, keep also add more vocabularies or even knowledge Because language, especially when we learn language, khususnya dalam belajar bahasa, bahasa itu selalu berkembang Bapak Ibu. Jadi saat Bapak Ibu mendapatkan 50%, setelah itu puas, ya you will fall behind. Akan tertinggal jauh. So that's why you need to always improve and never stop improving yourself. That's the fourth point. So I'm gonna invite you to have your point of view. In this case, number 4. So let me find you to be my partner in responding this. Would you please? Oh, saya ketemu ada di situ. Ada tulisannya webinar English series. We have different virtual background. Mr. Moh Saidi, can you please? Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can you respond me? Hi, sir.
Yes.
Yes, I'm talking to you. Hi. Would you please give your point of view for the fourth one? Boleh direspon untuk topik yang keempat ini, Pak. The fourth point. Mr. Saidi, are you ready to respond or not ready? Bapak bisa merespon apa sedang tidak bisa merespon? Mohon maaf.
I'm sorry, I cannot
Oh, you cannot.
speak
Okay.
English.
Oh, it's okay.
Yes.
Bapak bisa mulai bahasa Indonesia. It's okay. Dengan bahasa Indonesia juga boleh, Pak.
Mohon maaf, Pak,
Silahkan.
baru bisa bergabung.
Oh gitu,
Iya.
baik. Oke. Terima
Sorry,
kasih.
sorry.
It's okay. No need to say sorry. You don't have to say sorry. Bapak tidak perlu Oh, sorry. It's okay. It's not a big problem. Let me find another another person. So I have Desi May Darni Sitompul. Are you ready to respond me anyway? Dengan Ibu Desi?
Ya.
Yes. Would you kindly respond the fourth point that you see on the screen?
Sorry, Miss. Baru belajar bahasa Inggris soalnya.
It's okay. That's okay. Karena kan di sini memang ruang untuk belajar bareng nih. It's okay. That's okay. Do you wanna try to respond? Mau dicoba untuk merespon?
Sorry, pertanyaan tadi tentang apa?
Nah, untuk berpikir di luar box atau di luar kemampuan kita. Poinnya di situ. Apakah dibutuhkan nih in learning English dalam belajar bahasa Inggris? Apakah kita mampu atau perlu untuk berpikir di luar kemampuan kita? Menurutnya Ibu Desi, ya.
Saya sih perlu. Apalagi di zaman sekarang kan, zaman teknologi sekarang ya bahasa Inggris itu sangat diperlukan. Jadi untuk supaya kita dapat mengikuti perkembangan zaman ya kita harus keluar dari zona nyaman penggunaan bahasa Indonesia sehari-hari, ya kita juga harus berbaur dan menggunakan bahasa Inggris.
Betul. I couldn't agree more with you. See? Masih belajar, it's okay. Better late than never. Kalau ada proverb bilangnya better late than never, lebih baik terlambat daripada tidak sama sekali. So, if you have the turn to speak in English, kalau ada kesempatan untuk berbicara bahasa Inggris, you could also use that change. Bisa juga dipakai change-nya. Sama seperti yang disampaikan Ibu Desi, dengan zaman yang sekarang ini, teknologi atau kita bisa bilang era digital, related to this platform nih, belajar era digital. Jadi, related to this digital technology or even digital era, semuanya bisa. Jadi tidak selalu kita ada di zona nyaman kita berbicara bahasa Inggris. Seperti yang saya sampaikan tadi, if you keep speaking English, this is good. Itu baik, Pak, Bu. Tapi ya tidak akan berkembang. Akan ada masanya ya akan hanya di situ saja. Tapi saat you have English on yourself, on your life, it can also bring you out of your box. Itu juga mampu memberikan Bapak Ibu something out of what you have, sesuatu yang di luar Bapak Ibu punya. So that's why you need also to think out of the box. Jadi dibutuhkan untuk think out of the box. So that's how you have colorful life in English. Jadi 4 poin yang saya sampaikan ini, it can also help you to have colorful life in English.